Hello there everybody and welcome to Stellar Settlers, a very cute little colony building game with very cute little mining rovers. Look at them, they're just adorable. He's digging out that energy material ore, yes he is. And that poppin' you hear behind you is no coincidence, no sir. It is a thriving little stellar colony, look at it. The gimmick of this game is that you've got to balance resources on an alien world and you kinda gotta stack things vertically in order to achieve that. The height of the buildings, as well as the way they're connected with all these little tunnels, plays into how that's handled. You gotta plan out the spacing and all that. It's pretty lightweight. It's pretty fun. This game was received for free. This is a review copy, so please let that weigh into my opinions on this. But I wasn't paid to do this. This is I'm doing them a solid, as it were. It's definitely really fun, and the reason I'm going through all the trouble to review a game that I wouldn't normally play, I don't think, is simply because it is the spiritual successor to a game that I have very close ties to. In fact, it was the first ever game on the Largely Unemployed channel. It was Planet Base. Greetings, people of unassumed gender. I am unfortunately largely unemployed, so welcome to the first video of my new YouTube channel. This is definitely built in the same vein that Planet Base was, and it is genuinely fantastic. This game is I wouldn't normally have picked this up for myself. I'm so glad that I have it regardless. I've had so much fun playing this little colony simulator up to this point, and I think you will too. But don't take my word for it. No, we're going to be trying out a brand new game on the planet I've just unlocked. This is planet AE23M. Really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? We're going to be playing a brand new world here and selecting our settlers. So these are the sort of your main colonists. These guys give you little bonuses. You can see them there on the third line. For example, decrease the pod resource generation times by 5%. 5% more stuff throughout the entire game? Sign me up. Matt gives me free tunnels. I'll take free tunnels. Tunnels are they're a big part of things. I don't need to worry too much about research and iron generation. They're pretty easy to come by. Although maybe it would be nice to have a little bit of research. Decrease all material spending by 5% sounds great to me. I would love to get 5% more resources just from the get-go. That seems great. And, in the same way, I think we'll get some foster bots from Ava. Alright, let's go ahead and hit start. Zoom! And voila, we have landed gorgeous on a tropical paradise. Welcome to planet AE23M, a very humid planet. Seems like constant tides are ahead because of a nearby moon orbiting the planet really fast. Here are some tips. It might be a good idea to build high-rise buildings because of the floods. Every small island will need a miner factory to mine resources there, gotcha. And the gravity is double, the previous one will need more thrusters. And that's to win the map and escape. This will be a challenge, let's get started. Okay, high-rise buildings, every small island will need a miner factory to mine resources there, understood. So we can't ship the resources over the water. Alright, so we need to build 3 miner factories to get started. So we go ahead and we go into the building pods. We want to build a miner factory first and foremost. We're going to have to stick that... Oh, where should we put our first one? Let's not worry about it too much. We should, however, rotate that. I think we'll do it... You know what? Face it out that way. Go out south. That'll be okay. Now, we have to connect our pods using these little spaces on the sides. You see these little nodes? That's what we need to work with. Let's pop that out. Oopsie, that's going to be a little bit expensive here. An early mistake, to be sure. Tapping R will rotate stuff, and then we can go ahead and place a tunnel between them. Boom, just like that. And voila, we should see some miner bots popping out. First, we want to assign a settler, which will double the production here. And I think we're going to give Olivia a job and build ourselves a couple of miners. We'll also need haulers to bring the resources back to base. Our resources are on the right-hand side of the screen over there. We got 4 minutes until the floods will happen. Oh no, that's going to be a bit of a problem. I imagine we probably want to get off the ground, don't we? We're definitely going to need storage. And unfortunately, storage entrances, that's ground level, baby. There's nothing we can do about that. We do have connections on the side. You know what? Just plug that straight into the miner hub, I think. Oh, camera's whipping around a little too quickly for my tastes. Let's go ahead and plug that in right there. And as we can see, our little hauler bots will now bring our resources back to the storage entrance, and they'll start getting tallied up here. Now, I don't know if the flood's gonna wipe out my gorgeous, my poor robots, but I guess that's something we'll find out. We've got some life support material, we've got some energy material. Life support material is basically just water, as far as I understand it. I assume the resource pods are shared, so let's put down another miner factory over here. How are we going to connect them up? That's the real question, right? Yeah, we need a connection point. Look at that. So, we'd have to take out this tunnel, we'd have to put in a three-way tunnel, and now you're starting to see the logistics management element of the game. And we'd have to kind of just... Can we bring it over the water? No, we can't. Okay, so we're going to have to find a different way. Get on over there. It doesn't look like this island has any way for us to generate water. Okay, build 3 storage entrances. You got it, boss. I guess each island gets its own one. Maybe they just have to be connected to each other. Maybe we can cheese this, as it were. Nope, they have to be connected to the headquarters. Okay. Well, you know, some problems solve themselves. I guess I'll put down another one for you. Gives me 90 space electricity credits. Stellaris players be like. Build 10 pods on the ground level. I thought that's exactly what I'm not supposed to be doing. Listen, you know, I gotta respect a tutorial that doesn't care about you. Alright, well, let's start building some stuff. So we need greenhouses, right? Greenhouses are pretty nifty. They generate a bunch of water for us every 12 seconds. We got no way to get water on this island, so we should make it ourselves. Why don't we build a stack of greenhouses? Oh, I don't know. So they got these weird 45-degree connectors, right? Not really what I would prefer. I think we'll put them down right there. And what we'll do is we'll actually put one above it. I know I need to build ground level stuff, don't at me. Okay, we put that one on there, and then on this side, we're gonna do a vertical connection, right? Yeah, we'll do one of these. Perfect, so that's just gonna link itself up. Okay, then I need some more stuff. Some solar panels would be lovely. I don't think they need to be on the ground level, but I guess that's where we're putting them. We like to live life dangerously. And I got enough resources to build pretty much just another solar panel, so I say we send it. Or you know what? Build some more bots. That seems like a good idea. Alright, lovely. We've got enough conductive material to build our solar panels, so they want me to put everything on the ground floor. Consider it done. Why don't we just put down a lounge? Let our people relax. Okay, plus 5% sort of morale. Build 20 pods higher than ground level. Don't mind if I do. I'm just going to scrap all of these. Uh-oh, we've got some damage to our quarters here because they were on the ground level. That's a shame. I'm going to be popping all of this, and we're going to be building risers. These things all the way over here. They're very cheap, and they get us off the ground level. So let's start working on that. Now, of course, it is worth noting that if we build ourselves up off the ground, we now need to do connections a bit more like the connections are going to get a little bit more complex, is sort of what I'm getting at. So why don't we put a little Terra mine over there, give us a passive income of red, and we could even put down some solar panels. Ooh, that's quite tempting, isn't it? I would love some extra electricity. In fact, why don't we connect those up right there, just like that? That looks perfect. Little solar power up top. And then what's our connecting building over here going to be? We do need quarters in order to gain more settlers, but we also need a lounge to gain morale back. Your guys need pretty much constant rest or they freak out. So let's go ahead and start providing them what they need there. That's all linked up, and this thing will just passively produce a whole bunch of red for us. Now, we need to spend research in order to get more pods, so we should probably build a research station pretty soon. We need 57 electricity and 66 yellow in order to do that, which is a little bit of a big ask if you ask me. So instead, why don't we wait till we get a little bit more juice, and we can actually put down some more, there we go, production. We get some yellow production of our own. And it was all yellow. And I'll put that on top of the headquarters so it can do a connector like so. And then that gives us 3 connection points we can move around from, which I think is pretty nifty. So if I remember correctly, we need to assign people to the lounge so they don't have a mental breakdown. Why don't we go ahead and assign Isabella before she snaps? and every few seconds she'll just gain back a little bit of her morale. And you know what? We might need a few more loungers pretty quickly. You kind of have to keep your guys in permanent rehab. They don't ever actually get much opportunity to do stuff. It is a bit of a balancing problem, I've noticed. But you know what? Honestly, same, Queens. Quiet quitting, that's the name of the game. Yeah, let's just get everybody in rehab. There we go. I need 2 more. And what better place than right over there for a new connection? And also, you can't connect that way, so we might as well just link you up right there. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can do a double lounge. Double lounge, Pippin. I don't think they've heard of double lounge, Pippin. Let's take Olivia off the off duty here. And I think we can get everyone back up to full morale, and then we'll worry about bonuses. Okay, let's connect to that branch. Right. And now, how do I want to connect these two to each other? That's a bit of a conundrum forming here. Okay, what if... Pop that off. Forget that one. We need a bit more water. I need a greenhouse. Yes. Oopsie. Okay, sorry, Ava. You're just going to have to deal with methadone treatment on your own. Olivia's getting the relaxation shipment. You are going to build a vertical tunnel there. So, I mean, we can't build in this direction anyway, right? Because of the miner factory. So, just do it like this. We just do it like this. Oh, this requires a settler assigned to function. We're dead. We're dead. There's no coming back from this. Okay, here comes the next flood. I would love to get a solar panel up here. So let's put that up there. Some more resource generation in all respects. Uh-oh, radiation leak. That's a bit of a problem. We're going to have to demolish that structure. That's a bit of a shame. So there goes my silicon factory. We'll have to put a new one in. I believe we had it like that. Perfect. Not too much was lost. Okay, next piece of the puzzle here. We're going to put down another lounge and a living quarters. So we've got a lounge for every settler now, which is great. So everybody gets a moment in the methadone clinic. We've got to find Matt. He's somewhere over here. I really wish it would show you, like you could pull colonists out of other assignments, right? But you can't do that. So Ava goes in the pod. Perfect. And she actually she'll give some benefit here. Directly connected pods of sign pod have 40% production. So this lounge is technically doing a little bit better, as is this one over here. Not that there's anyone in there. So we should probably have people chilling in that lounge rather than the other ones, right? Because it's got an extra chunk of production. Top and bottom levels have extra 50% production. This one's going crazy. Except that from what I can tell, these abilities don't actually seem to affect the tag. I don't know if they affect the actual production, but they certainly don't seem to affect the tag. Okay, the last thing we're really shy on here is water, so I'm going to put down another greenhouse, and then we should be able to get the research tunnel, or the research building placed after that. Hey, lovely, and there it is. Okay, so research station. Which way are we going to face you? Can't really build back that way, so we might as well put the dead end over there. It's a bit of an odd shape, this one, isn't it? Why don't you go just like that? And then we'll connect up with this tunnel. Bit of a circuitous route you've got to take to get to work, but you know what? It is what it is. Alright, so we're going to be burning iron for research, because might as well. So we use +1... We get +1 research every 4 minutes. Oh, that's slow. We need more. We need some more labs, man. Harper, you are supposed to be chilling, sir. Where are you? You're in the chill zone, and yet somehow he's still mad. Honestly, I can respect the king who knows what he wants. There we go, 51%. It is possible. Alrighty, lovely. There is our next research center, and we're just gonna keep this train rolling. Wait a minute, how'd I manage that? No, that seems like a mistake. There we go, demolish. We probably don't want to use energy. I think just keep using the iron. We don't use it for much right now. You need a lot of research stations, trust me. And honestly, at this point, we need another miner factory. Let's put down there's a 90-degree turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Who's gonna work the miner factory? It's gonna have to be Olivia. You've been on my mind, girl, since the flood. Oh my god. Who knew? It was prophetic after all. Harper, I swear to God, buddy, how are you not happy? You have done nothing but live in a lounge of luxury. This is the most miserable man alive. Is it like clinical depression in his settler feedback statement? I don't understand why he's so angry. So he wants us to spend for research, and we'll get 30% morale for Harper. I think that has got to be an absolute maximum priority for this colony. This man is not coping with the life out here on the rim. Okay, I know it's expensive, but we gotta spend some conductive material to make some conductive material, baby. It's called commerce, okay? It might be time to start a new train here. Aha! Okay, a new settler has arrived. So, we can... always keeps the morale over 30%. Ooh. Is that for everyone? Because that's pretty powerful. I think I'm gonna get cheaper yellows though, because that's been a bit of a sore point, trust me. You know what we can do? We can put down one of these. We can put down a couple of these right over here. I think I can make this work. Watch. Hold on. Let the harebrained scheme fire up. He's got plans, okay? Quarters are really nice for, like, junctions between buildings, because they got the 4 connection points. And you can actually take a connection point right over there. So how do I connect you? I just need something on top of this. And that, to me, that feels like a great opportunity for another greenhouse. And then we can put down the long tunnels. Hey, look at that. Okay, well, Wyatt, if you're going to be here, you might as well do something. What do we really need? We need conductive material. So why don't you go ahead and work here? Directly connected, same resource generating pods of sign production have 40%. Okay, so you might as well work here then. It's like the perfect place for you. 43% plus 5%. Okay, directly connected, as in like connected to this pod. Okay, I can listen. Sometimes I'm capable of reading. In that case, if he's in the middle one, which we actually kind of want these in like a little chain. Oh my, hold on. What if instead of a greenhouse, this was another silicon factory? Mr. President, then there's been a third silicon factory. Okay, put this here, put that there. And then we should see you getting a 43%. There we go. Build storage entrance. Okay, this is not... We're going to repair that so that the rest of the thing can come back into fold. Alright, so basically what the floods do is they make you spend all of your conductive material just as you're about to do research. There's a joke in there, I just can't find it. Okay, another research lab. This time consuming life support material. You know what? Just double up on the iron. Alright, and how many research points do we need to unlock a warehouse? Let's have a look. So, hub tunnel is 1. That's pretty nice, little 4-way square. Not that we really need it. We can just put a building in that place. Entertainment center is just like an upgraded lounge. Most of the buildings are just sort of better versions of their previous selves. We want the warehouse, huh? Show me the warehouse. Please? Aha, there it is. 3 research. Excellent. That gives us a bunch of storage. Wait, can we put it up on a pair of risers? Because that's the dream, right? Hey, there we go. Okay. Warehouse storage placed, and then we just gotta link him. You know what? You can have 2 linkage points. I'm feeling special. Alright, new mission. Reach 10 monies. You betcha. Plus 250 research. Wow. Oh, 250 storage, sorry. Okay, give me more research. Rule 1 of stellar settlers, always be researching. Can't afford to build. What is this, the Line? Come on. For those of you that don't know, the Line is a fascist mega project constructed by the Saudi Arabian government to distract from the horrendous crimes against humanity being committed in their country every day against immigrant workers who have their passports confiscated. Oh, all in one breath, baby. I imagine the sponsors of this game probably didn't want me talking about that in the overview of this adorable little city builder. Okay. Mega research. Mega. You should be life support, though. I don't want to... Yeah, definitely never use conductive material. You use it to build everything. 'Tis the lifeblood. The lifeblood of the civilization. So, give me 2 more. Okay, I put down a bunch more iron drills, and I think, honestly, we're just going to make, like, all the reds into science. That's just the simplest way to do this, so I don't have to think about it. I'm like, okay, you need more science, you put down more drills. It's a simple equation, Batman. Yeah, what we are crack-a-lacking right now is power. We need energy, sir. Energy. And there's not really anywhere else to go from here, so you might as well just get a tunnel right there. That's the joy of these little games, right? It's just finding the little spaces you can put stuff in. Look at that, and those even fit next to each other. I wonder if we put them adjoining, you can't place right next to another pod. Okay, so we might want to put like a larger one on here, maybe. Mr. President, there's been a second warehouse. Okay, there has apparently been an AI uprising, and all mining and hauling operations have presumably been stopped for 3 minutes. However, it appears there has been a mole within the union because the bots are still very much working. There is by no means any stoppage in productivity. So maybe it's one of those. Oh, maybe it's a strike over here at the empty factory. Of course. How foolish of me. That must be the answer. Wait a minute. Can I build a tunnel now? Oh, you cowards! Let me place it. Let me place it.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not, you stupid bastard?
Oh, yes, I do indeed see. Perhaps the waters shall recede at some point. Then we can build across. Maybe that's how we do this. Alright, lovely. Look at that. We've received 22 research and for some reason went up to 25. Sure, why not? Alright, let's get some cool stuff though. How about a nuclear reactor? Why not? Hydroponics bay, a core drill. The LK99 enrichment pod. One of my personal favorites. An observatory for foster research. That feels like a must-have, right? Gain +1 science every 2 minutes? Sign me up, dude. You gotta place it above the 8th floor as well. What is this, the Burj Khalifa? Tack it in. This is definitely the research tower. Wow. I love the little lander leg sticking out the back. This is nowhere near the ground, dude. That's very ambitious. Okay. How are you still losing sanity, people? All I can imagine is that it's every time there's a negative event, they lose sanity, but like, brother, there's one every 3 minutes. You gotta get used to it. I don't want to say toughen up, but like, come on. Okay, so as you can see, these systems come with a slightly different cost-benefit analysis, right? All of the initial buildings are free, right? You generate a resource every few seconds. But here, you now gain 2 resources, like 2 water, but you use 1 iron every 5 seconds. So it's a bit more of a trade-off. You kind of got to balance them. Building 1 of each will kind of just average them out. So there's not much point in it, to be completely honest. Like, what I would recommend you do is sort of spec into one thing that's really easy to place, and in my opinion, it's iron. You place down a whole bunch of the regular old Terra Minor pods, like a ton of them, because you can just connect them to each other really easily. And then you place down a bunch of these hydro stations, these ones that turn the iron into water, because you can then turn the water into the conductive material, which is something you need the most of by far. Wow, I made it through that sentence without an aneurysm. I'm honestly impressed with myself. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I am sometimes capable of speaking words. You know what? We'll put down one of these core drills just for the memes. There we go. And what do we stick on top there? Perhaps something new, something exciting. We can get the tall riser two levels up. Why not? And I suppose we should look a little bit further down here. Dark matter reactor. Oh, baby, yes. Or the launch pad. We go straight for the end game. It could be done. Hey, fantastic. And there we go. We can build the L9 enrichment pod. And actually, I'd want to turn you around. Spin you right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby. Round, round, right round. There we go. And place that. And then I've somehow rotated every solar panel in the solar system. How? How has this happened? How could this happen to me? Sincerely asking for a friend? How? What happened? How did this occur? Okay, hi Charlotte. Increase bot movement speed by 15%. Alright, I'm looking at the connections. Hold on, we're tracing it back. We're drawing a line. That certainly does appear to be connected to this. This is connected to this. So what's the problem? Oh god. Oh no. I'm sensing a small bug with the rotation mechanic here. Okay, that's all fixed. There we go. Okay. We got there. The final boss of Stellar Settlers it's the UI, it turns out. Okay, one more research point, and we can build ourselves a launch pad. Blast on off out of here. Okay, rocket pad. Where are we gonna build yet? We need a bunch of stuff, I'm sure. What does it require? 300 of everything. Okay. Got a little ways to go. You know what would be great? Is a nuclear reactor. Yeah. That's the only thing this whole situation's missing, is more potential for disaster. I can put these on the ceiling, right? Nope. Okay, you gotta put the reactor on the ground floor with imminent flooding. I don't know which engineer was given the green light to pull this off, but I definitely don't want them working in my country, that's for sure. Do these things get a bonus the further away they are or something? No, just that would just be cool. Alright, so we should put one here, one there, right? Right. And then I can do the Wombo Combo Tunnel. That's the scientific name. We can hit a rotation. Oh, there's a resource node there. Pay attention, large unemployed. It's not that hard. Long tunnel. Okay, no long tunnel. Okay, try again. Long tunnel. Long tunnel. Is there like a quarter turn tunnel? What if I just want to turn a little bit? Aha, there is. How do I connect to these two? I don't think there's a way. I would have to remove this and find an alternative. Maybe we just say so long and thanks for all the fish. Cheers, solar panels. Lovely to have you. You're being upgraded. Okay, no, this area is simply not worth the trouble. Pick them all up. Try it all again. And also repair everything. Remember, kids, when in doubt, give up. Alright, I am undeterred. We shall place down a nuclear reactor. I don't care how many times you bring the civil lawsuit, okay? We're not giving up. We can build it on the diagonal for swag points. It must be done. And I call this corner Chernobyl. Give me the xenobiology lab. Oh, damn, boy, he thick.
Several days later.
Snapping back after a little break there, this is kind of what I was describing earlier. The best way to really generate a lot of resources is to not use the advanced tools at all. Like, I mean, I built out a bunch more of these core drills and the hydroponics bays and the, oh my god, it's Cthulhu. What is happening? There is an ancient temple arisen from the depths. Okay, that is news to me. As I was saying, I didn't mean to game break here. Oh, we have unearthed the land upon me. Oh my goodness, look at this. The waters recede. Perhaps one day we shall tread upon these new worlds, but it's apparently not today. Oh well, we tried. Anyway, as I was saying, this is by far and away the best way to do it. You kind of just break even by putting down a bunch of these advanced ones, whereas putting down these basic ones is literally no downside. I'm printing money at this point. So let's go ahead and put down the beginnings of a launch pad over here. Very cool. Oh, and I did want to put down that big flat building, just so we can see what it looks like. The Xenobiology Lab. Can't be placed right next to another pod. I feel like earlier there was definitely the option for it. It flashed green, but for a moment, sir. But for a moment, and it's green again. Would you look at that, huh? Okay, we'll plop you down over there. So how am I gonna link this thing up now? Oh my goodness. Well, you see, the problem is we gotta like do like a, come on down. Do like a downwards connect and link, which is allegedly not on the cards. This was it's harder than I was expecting it to be. Okay, unless, what if he's the smartest man alive? What if we do this, and then one of these, and then okay, maybe he's not quite as intelligent as previously thought, but possibly still within the top 5%. Right over there, boom. Okay, it's indeed a circuitous route, but one that's probably worth doing. Gain +1 every 2 seconds. This is just a flat benefit, no cost involved. That's what you love to see, baby. This is insane tech. It's just printing water. Which is a brand new sentence I just invented. Okay, listen, you're gonna wave unlimited resources in front of me? Plasma conduction facility blueprint? Sure, why not? Stick it right on the edge there. Although admittedly, a part of me is kind of like, well, why didn't I put down another one of them flat boys first? Yeah, you do lose a lot of juice doing mistakes like that. Listen, this is not a trivial mistake. Okay, let's instead stick this guy up here and do that. Yeah, just literally no downside whatsoever. Matt, double my production. My God, it's free money forever. Take me back into the research hole, baby. Give me the good stuff. We got the dark matter reactor. We got the nano assembler. We got it all. He's so long. He's so small. This one could probably fit on that storage unit there. Yeah. I just put a dark matter reactor in the middle of your colony. Nothing wrong with that. Hold on, can I pop this up here? Oh, yes, please. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's a work of art. There's got to be a way to like get it play. You know, it's so dumb. I love it. I love it. I'm in love. It's the best game ever made. Listen, I have a feeling the boys in Washington are not gonna love my approach to this one. Take me down. Ah, I do see a certain alignment issue here. I think this is doable. Hold on. We just have to engage all 3 neurons. Okay, I know what I must do. This must become a better version of itself, a quarters. And then the turn tunnel. Yes. Yes. Nanomaterial assembler online, baby. Okay, we appear to have angered the sun now, too. Ra has decided to make his appearance known. You know what? I don't care about what you want, old man. We should probably click on some of these artifacts, huh? For a little bit of added variety. Crash Sea Vehicle. Ooh. It was designed to meet all the needs of a population of 10 people for about 100 years. However, according to my estimates, they couldn't find a sufficient energy source. What's hard to understand is why they ever need this vehicle. The planet seems quite habitable and safe. I mean, probably to, like, you know, traverse the water. That's probably why they need a sea vehicle. I'll learn some research from you, why not? What else have we got? An ancient key. That, my friend, is a portal cube. We only had to examine the expertly carved socket to realize this huge structure was just a key. I don't know if that's what we realized. Although we are still investigating what it is for, we can clearly see it as part of something bigger. Aren't we all, sister? Give me a 50 energy. You gonna tell me I can explore the ancient temple? All signals seem to be blocked when we're inside, due to the walls covered with an unknown alloy. Ah, it seems to have Korean on the side. Our team, who deciphered the encrypted murals, emphasized that the builders described a ritual to a dimensional god. I was joking earlier about Cthulhu, but, good to see him back. Can only be placed on the ground floor. This is sabotage. You know that, right? Okay, a second xenobiology lab, Pippin. Fantastic. Now we can finally come down and connect up to this one. Alright, it's rocket time, baby. Let's go ahead and put down our launch pad. And now we need to design our rocket. So, this is a bit of an odd one. The game kind of has like a physics-based rocket builder, right? So we need to design a rocket with enough thrusters, fuel tanks, life support modules, yada yada yada, in order to get off this planet and not die. Now, we're going to have to spend quite a bit of resources to do this, so let's try and do it right, shall we? Okay, we're definitely going to want a main structure. And you know what? I'm changing my mind. Demolish these. We're doing this the right way. Start off with the main structure of the rocket, and then let's actually put the thrusters on the side. They let you do that, which I think is pretty nifty. It's very Kerbal Space Program style. I love that. And I do hate that it allows you to place them at different heights, which means they're going to be slightly offset. But that's kind of the beauty of it, isn't it? Alright, then we need 3 life support modules, 4 fuel tanks. Okay, that should be fairly easy to manage. 3 life support modules. Now you got to bear in mind the weight here. 1, 2, 3. We'll need a gyroscope for sure. Apparently we need 2 habitat modules and a nose cone. Okay. Gotcha. 1, 2 habitat modules and the nose cone. And once we get enough resources, so we need some more electricity and a little bit more conductive material, tiny bit, we'll be able to launch. Okay, we put down a thermal regulator. Honestly, parts exploding, in my world, that just seems like a party waiting to happen. So if I put down an extra one of these, it's not permissible. Unless, what if we just a little bit of extra stability higher up? I played KSP, I get the idea. Alright, now we just gotta wait till we have enough resources.
Several
resources
later.
And there it is, 870 energy. Let's go ahead and hit launch. Now, a little mini game is going to start, and I'm going to have to try and balance this thing all the way up to the sky. It gets a little silly very quickly. Alright. We gotta go. That has not gone well. Okay, that might have been a failed launch. A little bit of a Kerbal Space Program situation. Now, technically, if any of these items actually make it to space, we do pass the test, which I always think is very funny. All right. Okay, we gotta bring the nose cone to gravity escape altitude. Make sure to have thrusters near the nose cone. Let's try that again. We are so close to having the resources we need to relaunch. I think what we're going to do is grab the trade station here. I quite like the way this block looks, and we're just going to chuck this down wherever it'll fit. We just got to find a good spot for it. Right over there seems perfect to me. Little satellite will deploy. Perfect. And now, I want to trade iron. I want to trade water. So, trade some water for some iron, trade some iron for some silicon. And that should get us pretty close. We only need 780. I can trade quite a bit more. It's diminishing returns, as you can see. And then we just need a little bit more juice.
Several juice later.
And a touch of patience later, we can launch again. I am going to just make sure that I am pressing the right buttons to do this. Okay, every thruster requires a fuel tank. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Alright, I don't think we actually do anything. I think we just sort of watch it happen. Come on, baby. This is all you. There may be a slight design problem here. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, no. Well, honestly, maybe that's even better than reaching orbit. Although, that being said, it might just handle itself at this point. 3 seconds. Come on, baby. Oh, timed out. Honestly, we got robbed on that one. And as we stare at the rather goofy looking key, thank you all so much for hanging out and checking out Stellar Settlers with me. This has been a tremendous amount of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed checking out this interesting, odd little game. Magic and I will be back in the future with some more sponsored variety content like this, so if you liked seeing it, let us know, and we'll do our best to recommend games that we agree are probably worth your time. If you see this on sale, pick it up, it's definitely fun, And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. You made it to the end of the video. Congratulations and thank you. That puts you in the top 3% of viewers. Here's another video that YouTube thinks you're going to like, and here is a list of all the patron and channel member names. If you don't see yours on there, you can find a link down in the description where you can sign up and support this content directly. If your name is on there, well, you probably already know that, huh? So, what are you still doing here?